If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was Wham, that was your ever get too, rocking with the motherfucking rat. And you be preaching about that shit too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Nigga a rat, bro. I understand all that. A nigga help put you on. Listen, man. That nigga is a rat. I don't give a fuck what happened. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got somebody sent the chain gang. Imagine telling them nigga and the nigga still beat the Kato.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'm telling you anything. But I tell the world.
What you want?
Yes, you can.
Hey. I don't have your number.
Whatever.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't going to have to.
I just wonder who is leaking these phone calls. And the cold-blooded part about this is that these are county jail phone calls. These are phone calls that Young Thug is having with people like 21 Savage and, amongst other people. And in these phone calls, he is being himself. And in being himself, he is talking low down and dirty about so many other Atlanta rappers that it's a shame. But not just the phone calls. Then we have the interrogation audios coming out. And in these interrogation audios, Young Thug can be heard saying that, please I'll tell y'all anything y'all want to know. Just don't let the world know what I tell y'all. These are the new street guys. These are the new gang. This is the new street code that you can go inside of a police station voluntarily and sit down with them for 2 hours, divulging all type of criminal activity. Divulging all type of information that are linking people to crimes. And then still be considered as a street nigga. Hey, listen. Let me tell you young boys and young girls something that's, getting involved or involved in this gang lifestyle. This right here should be it for you. You should be able to see from this whole demonstration that's unfolding with Young Thug that, look, this lifestyle is a joke. And everything that gangbangers say that they stand on, everything that street niggas say that they stand on is a lie. Now, let me be 100 because I just got to be honest. I can't be biased, right? Truth be told, there are some real street guys. There are some real gang bangers. But where you think they at? Yeah. The real street guys, 9 times out of 10, they in somebody federal or state penitentiary, doing a large amount of their life in prison, locked up, being told what to do, being told when to eat, being told when to go to sleep. Yeah, that's what the real street guys is at, 9 times out of 10. And if they ain't there, they buried 6 feet deep up under the ground, body decaying, insects eating them up. These are the rewards for being a real nigga. Yeah. These are the rewards for being a street nigga. Yes. These are the rewards for being gang, gang. Now, y'all gotta excuse my language, but I gotta give it to them like that, y'all, because that's what they understand. I can't say that they intelligent people and, you guys are some of the greatest guys that, no, street, I gotta give it to them in that way. But those are the rewards for that type of conduct. Those are the rewards for that type of criminal activity. So yeah, we got some real street ones, but look where they at. Now, listen, this man right here would still be parading in front of us as if he was a straight up stomp down gangster. If it wasn't for those leaked phone calls, if it wasn't for that leaked interrogation audio, y'all gangbangers will still be entertaining in y'all mind. Hey, Thug, a real one. He 10 toes down. He YSL for real. Look, let me tell y'all something. If you want to get technical about the YSL trial and everything that unfolded, right? From my understanding, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, Gunna was the first one to take a plea. And what I didn't realize at the time, what I realize now, is that Gunna took an Alford plea. And the cold-blooded thing about an Alford plea is this right here. You can take an Alford plea and say, hey, look, check this out. They a gang, I'm a gang, we shot peoples, we killed peoples, we did all the crimes in the world. But Alford pleas can't be used against your co-defendants. Alford pleas can't even be used against you, the person that's making the plea. You see? So now that we understand the plea that Gunna did, I can't say that Gunna snitched. Let me calm down, gangsters, because I know y'all here. Calm down. And the reason why I say that is because of this right here, y'all. Everything that he said can't be used against nobody. Nobody. It can't even be used in their trials. And the cold-blooded part that a lot of us missed is this right here. We wasn't supposed to know about his Alford plea. The person that was in the audience that recorded his Alford plea, that's how we knew about it. If we wouldn't have heard that or seen that video from that person that was recording Gunna, we wouldn't have heard nothing about the Alford plea. All we'd have known is that Gunna took a plea and anything that he said can't be used against nobody. You see what I'm saying? He took that plea so that he can go home, so he can get off from up under everything that was going on. So that's just my take on that demonstration. Like, now that I understand more information about what had happened. But did Thug take an Alford plea? Nah. He did an open plea. So what that means is that some of the stuff that he said and accepted in his plea can and will be used against people if the prosecution wanted to. You see? Now look, don't get me wrong, right? All of this is bullshit for the simple fact of they shouldn't be sitting in nobody courtroom taking no alpha pleas, shouldn't be taking no type of pleas for this particular reason. You boys is entertainers. Gunna, you an entertainer. Young Thug, you an entertainer. Y'all ain't street. Look, I don't care how you rap. Y'all are not street. Quit trying to portray something that you are not. Because in pretending, in faking that you are a street nigga, look what happened. Y'all in the courtroom, you got felonies up under your belt now and all this for faking. Yeah, you look, like I always tell people, there are people that are in gangs that don't gangbang. There are people that are in gangs just by association and just because of family members or just because of the tradition in the neighborhoods that they grew up in, but they don't get. Look, you got gangbangers in the NFL. They ain't never shot none, they never sold no dope, ain't never did nothing, ain't never stood on no corners, ain't beat nobody up or nothing. But just because they grew up in the hood, they like, man, I'm a vice lord, man, from over north. I'm a vice lord from Memphis. I'm a vice lord from Chicago. I'm a GD. Ain't never harmed nothing. And they successful now. Do you see them running around talking about some, hey man, look, getting all the old gang members hanging around them and committing crimes and stuff like that? Hell no. Hell no. And that's what Gunna and Young Thug messed up at. Still trying to be something that they are not, even though they claim the gang life. But actually demonstrating it? Come on, Thug. Now, you know you ain't never sold no keys or cocaine or nothing like that. You a drug addict. Come on, Gunna. You know you ain't never shot nobody for the rolling 60s crib. You ain't never stood on no corners and got in no drive-bys and all that old type of stuff. You know, they had you on the news. You know, I'm talking about a murder. These are things that gangsters don't do, y'all. I'm talking about real stomped down gangsters. Look, let me tell y'all something. When a gangster get locked up by the police and they take him into that interrogation room, let me tell you the only words come out his mouth. What y'all got me down here for? Sir, we're charging you with first degree murder for the murder of Bulldog over there on 39th and Fremont. Can I get a lawyer? That's it. Well, we'll get you a lawyer, but we just want to ask you a few questions. Can't ask me nothing. Look, I don't even want to sit here. I don't even want to be around y'all. Where is my lawyer? Well, sir, you know, you're going to have to call your lawyer and have him come down here. And look, I ain't even got no money. Where's my public defender? Somebody come save me from y'all. Look, gangsters don't like the police. Gangsters understand that, listen, the police is not finna do them no good whatsoever. The police is trying to build a case. Gangsters understand that. Gangsters understand that the police are the ones that are doing all the investigative work to give to the prosecution to put them in the penitentiary, somewhere that gangsters don't like to be. So gangsters don't do no talking. Oh, hey, go get my lawyer. Get me up out of here. But you pretenders, you guys portraying a life that you guys are not about. Yeah, you gonna sit down and talk to the police. Yeah, you gonna do that. Now, you know what? Hold on. Let me say one more other thing, that sometimes gangsters who think that they are smart, that think that they are smarter than police, they try to play a role. Some gangsters will sit down in front of police and try to direct them somewhere else. And, man, I ain't had nothing to do with it, man. You know, listen, this right here happened over here, man. That happened over. And I don't agree with that, but you do have gangsters that try to, you know, portray an image or try to say that no, and try to distract the police from, you know, looking at them and point the police in different directions and stuff like that. But it be straight up lies. You understand? People do that, because I know, like, when I took a plea in one of my plea agreements, they was asking me about somebody that they never had caught before. A co-defendant, right? They asking me like, hey, well, who was dude and how did he look and all this? And I had to do this in taking my plea bargain. So I'm in the courtroom lying like a motherfucker. Yeah, he's 6'2". They call him dark side. Yeah, he wear glasses and all this and that, that, and the other. Woo. Do you know his real name? No, I don't know his real name. Do you know where he lived? No, I don't know where he lived. Do you know what kind of car he's driving? I don't know what kind of car. Do we got kids? I don't. How you meet him? Somebody just introduced me to him and then we just did the crime together. So you just doing crimes with people you don't know? Yeah. You see? So, we'll try to spin it, to get what we want. I look, I'm being 100 with y'all. I got to. You understand what I'm saying? I try my hardest not to be one way. But in this situation here, we didn't have that. And the cold-blooded part about all of this stuff right here, especially like dealing with Young Thug, is that, man, this man right here came out of beating a Rico and just started pointing the fingers. Hey, he a rat, he a rat, he a rat, he a rat. Talking about other people, he a rat, he a rat. And the whole time, he ratting himself. Look, people used to tell me when I was a youngster back in the day, they used to be like, listen, man, if you got a homeboy that's always talking about he a snitch, he a snitch, he a snitch, watch him. Watch that person that's always talking about, hey, man, he a snitch, he a snitch, he a snitch, he a snitch. Because he's trying to get the focus off of himself. He want everybody else to be focused on everybody else instead of him, while he the main one doing all the snitching. And this right here is a prime example of what brothers was teaching me when I was a youngster. You gotta watch them. Now, even in watching them, right? A lot of the times, for you brothers that's in that lifestyle, stop pretending like you don't see stuff. The stuff be right there in front of y'all eyes and y'all ignore it. You know what it is. But you just, because you like this person? Because this person got a lot of money? Because, this person right here will put that iron on your ass? Is that why you excuse, his infractions? Is that why you excuse his snitching, telling? Come on. Now look, for Young Thug, like when I look back at his career and I look back at all the beefs that he done had through his career, I'm like, man, why is this guy beefing with so many people? This guy right here into it with everybody. Everybody in his own area. In Atlanta. He beefed with so many people in Atlanta. I say, damn. Look, who was he beefing with? He got into a beef with Lil Wayne, right? And his beef with Lil Wayne was caused because he, got to dealing with Birdman. And Birdman and Wayne had their little thing going on. So he got to beefing with Lil Wayne to the point where allegedly, he got some of his people to gun up Lil Wayne's bus. Tried to kill this man. Not him, though. Not him. He hired somebody else to try to kill this man. And the guy that got knocked is the same guy that's all on the internet trying to protect him after he went and did some time in the penitentiary for shooting at Lil Wayne's bus or trying to kill Lil Wayne. All over some type of beef stuff. I'm talking about because he want to side with Birdman. And then after that, he get into it with YFN Lucci. YFN Lucci he's in Atlanta. He get into it with him. Trying to get him killed. Turning everybody against YFN Lucci. It don't stop there though. He get into it with Future. Trying to turn everybody against Future. Then he get into it with his own record label mate, Gunna. Trying to turn everybody, turn everybody against Gunna, knowing damn well that his lawyers done told him, hey look, Gunna took an Alfred plea. Everything that he said can't be used against you. It can't harm you. He took that plea just so he can get off from under everything. But everything that he said, no matter what he said, they can't use it in your case. But he a rat, man. He this, he that. Knowing damn well everything that Gunna did wouldn't harm him whatsoever. And I can hear everybody, right? Because I've been watching, the YouTubes and stuff like that. I've been on Instagram and everything. And I've been hearing a lot of people, right? Man, Atlanta going out sad, man. They calling it Rat Atlanta and all this old type of stuff. And Atlanta got snitches and all that. And look, I agree. And the only reason why we learning about these snitches in Atlanta is because they famous. And everybody in their business. That's the only reason why we know about all these snitches and rats and stuff like that in Atlanta, because these guys got big names, they famous. But let me ask all you people this right here. What about them rats and snitches that you got in your hood right now? Yeah, come on. What about them? See, we ain't gonna learn about them because they ain't famous like them boys down there in Atlanta. So you ain't gonna learn about the rats and snitches in your neighborhood until it's too late. When they got the handcuffs on you. Man, what y'all locking me up for, man? I ain't did nothing, man. Y'all ain't caught me with no gun. Y'all ain't caught me with no dope or nothing. Why y'all locking me up? Then you get in that county jail and they give you them papers. Hey, here you go. You get to read that motion of discovery. Oh, not him. That was my main dog. I didn't think he'd do me like that. Yeah, he did you like that. Yeah. I'm talking about in every state, every hood, every gang. Look, you got these type of people like Young Thug running around in your gang right now, and you don't know it. You don't know it until it's too late. Yeah, look, the same person you probably just passed the blunt to. It's him. The same person that probably just gave you a gun. It's him. The same person that's helping you sell all your drugs and driving cars and y'all hitting women together, going out clubbing, laughing and giggling. It's him. Yeah. And you ain't gonna know about it until it's too late. Yeah. So, yeah, go on laugh at Atlanta right now and stuff like that. Go on, have y'all day and all that. But look, don't act like y'all ain't got it going on in y'all city either. You see, don't point at Atlanta, you point finger, yeah, okay. Yeah, have your fun. But look in your backyard though. Yeah, the same thing going down. The only difference, they ain't famous, so you don't know about it yet. Yeah, them boys ain't famous that's snitching on y'all and telling on y'all that's about to get y'all locked up. Yeah, they ain't famous. So we don't know about it. And I'm talking about the way that they doing Young Thug. Look, I gotta be 100. They doing that boy dirty. I'm talking about jail calls? Come on, man. How does somebody get the jail call recordings? How? Interrogation audios that don't nobody know of? I'm talking about 2 hours long? Now, people can get that type of stuff. I understand that. But jail calls? Come on, man. The only person that I know that got access to jail calls is detectives, investigators, and prosecutors. So who y'all think releasing these jail calls? How are they getting into the hands of the media? How does Hood Educated get a jail call from Atlanta? How is this possible? Yeah, they doing that boy down there dirty. And I believe they doing him that dirty down there is because, the prosecution, the criminal judicial system is mad. Listen, look, for anybody that ain't never been in the criminal judicial system, you probably don't understand how it go. But when you beat a case, a murder, a RICO, or a large case where the state has put a lot of money in and you beat it, they don't like that. It's competition. They don't like to be made fools. They don't like to be looked at as if They are incompetent. They don't like that. And when they don't like that, what they start doing is the police understand. Okay, that's that boy that beat that Rico. That's that boy that beat them murders. Yeah, we got the the green light to harass him. Ain't no red light on him. It's all green. We can pull him over whenever we want to. Harass him, search him, frisk him, whatever. And if he get out of line, we gonna choke him. Yeah. Law enforcement. I'm talking about crooked law enforcement. Not the good guys that do their job, go home, and go by the rules. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about crooked law enforcement. Yeah, no, they beef with you. They get mad at you. They lock you up for a gun, you get out, beat the case some type of way. They did something illegal that they wasn't supposed to do. They upset. The police mad. They look every time there you go. Come on, let's see if he got a gun on him now. Let's see if he got some dope on him now. So for somebody to be releasing that type of information to the public, they doing that boy right there dirty. But these are the rules of the streets. Yeah. So for all you gangsters and you street guys and you young brothers and sisters that want to partake in this type of lifestyle, look, this is what they will do to you. That boy right there is being humiliated. I'm talking about on a level that he probably never understood existed. That man right there is in the house right now like, he got rappers unfollowing him. Listen, who wants to listen to his music anymore? Like, all this stuff is going on in his mind right now. I'm talking about he's destroyed emotionally. Now, will his career be over with? Look, let me tell you something. In America and in the hip hop industry, people forget real quick. And we got to be honest. 80% of the hip hop music is being bought by people of European descent. You know, what some people may refer to as white people, right? So, listen, the mass majority of these white people, the Europeans, they don't care about this man being a snitch and stuff like that. Look, they don't care about no street stuff or nothing. They just want to dance. They just want to, they want to kick it. They want to have a nice beat and stuff like that. They want to say the N-word when he say it and stuff like that. They just want to be lively. So they don't care about his criminal history and all that old type of stuff. They coming to the shows. Yeah, they coming. You understand what I'm saying? So why, the so-called street community, I'm not going to say black community, the so-called gang community, yeah, they might care about it. But look, y'all, come on now. Street guys, y'all small, brother. In the gang communities, come on, man. Like, y'all small, brother. Like, y'all ain't the mass majority of the African American peoples in the United States of America. Y'all just a small portion. So, yeah, y'all care about it. But the mass majority of people, dude career ain't over because he make good music. He makes real good music that people like and people like to dance to and stuff like that. So I can't say that his career is over. But I just want to show the young brothers. I want to show the potential gang members and gang bangers and stuff like that what goes on in this gang life. Listen to me. People die behind this type of stuff. And this is a lot of bullshit. But people die behind this. People have died behind this. People are in jail right now behind this. You see, it's a game. It's not real. When everything goes down, it's every man for himself. Ain't no, hey, we going down together, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I love you. I'm going to die for you and all that. Don't believe that. He's not going to die for you. He'll kill for you, though. But if you get caught, he'll put it on you, too. So, understand that. and understand that there are better things that you can be doing with your life. There are better things that you can be doing with your time other than risking your life, going to prison, or dying behind some bullshit. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.